What's going on, guys? Big Larry here, and with Apple just announcing their new event for the iPhone 5 on September 12th, I thought it would be a perfect time for me to jump on here and discuss some of the bigger rumors revolving around the iPhone 5's design, hardware, so on and so forth. So, let's get started. Alright, first of all, let's discuss the 4-inch display rumor. Now, Apple has to do this. They have to. Their 3.5 inch is just too small. Android has introduced the 4.0 and above, and consumers love it. If Apple does not go larger than 3.5 to a 4.0 or above, it's really going to hurt them. I think it's really going to hurt them. So we are definitely going to see a 4-inch display, give or take, 3.9, 4.1, around that area. Now, the 16:9 aspect ratio is complete malarkey. They are not going to go to a widescreen aspect ratio. None of their devices have it, and it would completely mess up their ecosystem. They're going to stick with the 4:3 aspect ratio they have now. I can promise you on that. It'd be a horrible move for them to switch over to widescreen, even though it's, in my opinion, a better aspect ratio. Second rumor, LTE support. Are we going to finally have LTE support built into our iPhones? Yes, we are. If they do not, I think it's going to be a huge fail for Apple. It's really going to hurt their iPhone sales, in my opinion. They have to do it. The technology has been around long enough for them to tweak it and make it work with their iPhone the best that it can. It's such a great technology. So yes, we're going to have LTE support built into it. So AT&T, Verizon, and Sprint users, get ready for some hellacious speeds. Next, let's discuss the smaller dock port that has been floating around. Either a 9, 19, 17. I've heard just so many numbers. Are we going to have a smaller dock port? Now, this is really debatable. It would really, I think it would hurt them a little bit if they were to change it, but are they going to? Possibly, almost most likely. Just because they're moving from what I understand, they're moving the headphone jack to the bottom, which I have on my Nexus, and I love it like that. So they're moving to the bottom, and with that, they're probably going to have to make room on the bottom. So it's going to either have to take the dock port and put it somewhere else on the iPhone, or it's going to have to go a little smaller on the bottom. So, are we going to see this? It's debatable. I'm leaning a little towards yes, just because with all the stuff they're putting on the bottom, the speakers, the microphone, the dock port, and the headphone jack, there's just something has to give. And I think the dock port's going to be that. So, we're going to see it, again, debatable. I'm like 60% yes, 40% no. But we'll see on the 12th. Now let's jump to NFC. Are we going to see NFC in the new iPhone? And off the bat, I'm telling you right now, probably not. Android just started kicking it around. They're just playing with it now. It's just starting to get into their newer phones. It's a new technology. And Apple tends to take newer technologies and throw them on the workbench and kind of play with them for 1 or 2 generations until they feel it's ready to throw into their iPhone. So, come the next generation iPhone, we're going to see NFC. On this generation, I don't think we are. Again, this is a new, we have Tim Cook as opposed to Steve Jobs, rest in peace. So it could be a little different. Again, we're playing the guessing games all over again as far as how Tim Cook's going to play this. But sticking with their usual trends, we are not going to see NFC in this iPhone. It's just not a big enough technology yet, and they're going to wait until they absolutely need to put it in there to put it in. And last but not least, are we going to see a quad-core chip in the iPhone? Now, generally, the iPad starts off with the bigger processor, and they kind of just trickles down into the new iPhone. So I think we're honestly going to see a dual-core processing chip, and we're going to see a quad-core graphics chip, just like in the new iPad. But they're going to be all a little underclocked, just like they did with the iPhone 4S. The iPhone just does not demand that kind of power as where the iPad does. I don't think we need a quad-core chip in the iPhone. So we're going to see that again. We're going to see a dual-core processing and a quad-core graphics chip. I think it's just the way it's going to be. I think come next generation, we could very possibly see a quad-core chip. But right now, I don't think there's a huge need for it, especially with as light as an OS as iOS is. With that, guys, keep in mind that these are just rumors, and these are just my opinions on what's going to happen. We will not know for sure until September 12th when Apple unveils a new iPhone. I will be doing a recap video, so make sure you check back. When I upload that video, I will put the link below in the description, so you can go check that video out as well. Again, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you later. Peace.